am in a bit of chaos around here. We're going through a kitchen remodel, but let's be honest, pretty much every day is a little chaotic around here. And some days, gosh darn it, I just don't want to be standing in the kitchen cooking for hours on end. And what's the other option? Going through the drive-thru. And that's not an option for us Code Red Rebels. So I am going to show you one of my favorite family meals that has little to no cleanup, and it is super, super simple. And even if you don't have an oven, you can make this meal. This meal can be made in a toaster oven, in a traditional oven, or on a pellet smoker, or on a traditional grill as well. So I am Jade Gallagher. I'm a military wife, a mom of 4, and a Code Red certified coach. I not only lost nearly 80 pounds in 5 months, but I completely healed my crippling psoriatic arthritis living the Code Red lifestyle. And these are some meals that my family loves, and I hope that they help you in your recipes as well. So what we have is salmon and Brussels sprouts. And you're like, oh Jade, I can't cook salmon. Oh, yes you can. Yes you can. And I chose frozen Brussels sprouts tonight. However, you can do this with broccoli, you can do this with squash, you can do this with pretty much every single vegetable can be roasted this exact same way. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna start with the salmon. These are just salmon fillets, and I have already, first step is got to cover your cookie sheet in tin foil. Make sure every piece of it's covered. Don't skimp on that. Then secondly, cut off a couple pieces of tin foil to make little tin foil packets for your salmon. So you're gonna cut open your little fillet and then put it on your little tin foil. And then you take salted butter. And this, honestly, y'all, I have never really paid attention to how much I use on this, but it's about 2-ish tablespoons per fillet. So you're gonna cut off 2 tablespoons and then just cut it in little pads of butter and line it up on your salmon. This was a recipe that one of my friends shared with me when we lived in Alaska, and salmon is massively popular and readily available there. So we always had lots and lots of salmon. But I use Tony's seasoning, Tony's Creole seasoning on my salmon. So I line the salmon with the butter, and then I will sprinkle, you just lightly sprinkle it. You don't want to over sprinkle because then there's too much. So just lightly sprinkle, and then you're gonna fold it up, make a packet. So I fold it up on the top first and then squish in the sides. Then I am cooking 2 of these, so I am gonna go ahead and do the same thing to this one. Real quick. And then we'll move on to our Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts are one of our favorites. However, they didn't always used to be. I had never tried Brussels sprouts, to be honest, before Code Red. And when I first tried them, I didn't like them. So I have done a lot of doctoring to get it so that I like them. So, you know, if you have a vegetable that you're like, I don't like that, that's totally fine. You don't even have to eat it. However, I am going to encourage you to try it another way. Try cooking it another way. So just sprinkle that on. And then, so I have my salmon over here on this side. So then I'm gonna take my Brussels sprouts. These are just frozen Brussels sprouts. They're still frozen. If I had a microwave right now, I would pop them in the microwave for a little bit, just so they start really cooking in the middle. That seems to be super, super helpful with Brussels sprouts. But as you see, I don't have a microwave right now, so you do what you have. You work with what you have. So I have my Brussels sprouts in the container, and then I am going to open up a fresh bottle of the fresh pressed olive oil. Y'all, if you have not tried this fresh pressed olive oil, you are so missing out. Go to coderedoliveoil.com and get your first bottle for like $1. So it's amazing. I didn't really know there was a difference in olive oils until I got a good quality olive oil. So you just drizzle olive oil all over your Brussels sprouts, and then you're gonna take Redmond's real salt. Y'all, make sure that you are using a good quality salt when you are using salt. So Redmond's real salt, and then some pepper, sprinkle those over, and then I'm gonna put the lid on this, shake it up, and then I'm gonna pour them on this cookie sheet. So shake, 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 pour them on the cookie sheet, and then I'm going to pop them in a preheated 350-degree oven for 25 to 30 minutes until the salmon is flaky. So the salmon, you will use your fork, and if you can kind of flake it off and it's completely done in the middle, then it is good. You don't want to overcook your salmon. So keep a close eye on that. Of course, all oven temperatures are a little different. And if you're using a toaster oven or if you're using a grill, it's gonna be a little different. So just keep an eye on it. I would start checking at like 15 minutes and then 20 minutes and so on until it is ready. So I'm gonna pop these in the oven and I will be ready. And just like that, 25 minutes in the oven and dinner is on the plate. So how do you go about this cleanup? You take your tin foil, wrap it all together, and throw it away. If you are without a sink or a dishwasher, you can use paper plates, and with your Brussels sprouts, put them in a Ziploc bag and then shake them around. Then you really do not have any dishes besides silverware, and you can even use plastic silverware. Y'all, you can make this so super simple, a delicious meal for your family that you feel good about, and you're not slaving in the sink washing dishes all night. If you're ready to deep dive into your weight loss journey, I would love to help you with that. Head over to coderedlifestyle.com/Jade and let's get this party started.